Now, Kellyanne Conway is being mocked on social media after she asked a reporter what ethnicity they were. Watch.
What's your ethnicity?
Why is that relevant?
No, because I'm asking you a question. My ancestors are from Ireland and Italy.
My ethnicity is not relevant to the question.
No, it is, because you're asking about, he said originally. He said originally from.
I'm asking.
And you know everything he has said since, and to have a full conversation.
The president is telling the Palestinian.
The president's already commented on that.
We don't go back to act like territory.
The president's already commented on that, and he said a lot about this since that one tweet. No, he's put out a lot of tweets, and he made himself available to all of you yesterday. Yes, he has. He's tired. A lot of us are sick and tired of this country, of America coming last, to people who swore an oath of office. Sick and tired of our military being denigrated. Sick and tired of the Customs and Border Patrol people, the protection people I was with, who are overwhelmingly Hispanic, by the way, in McAllen, Texas. Sick and tired of them being, no, you don't understand, because you didn't go, being criticized, being doxxed by a bunch of Hollywood D-listers who have nothing else to do but sit on their asses on Twitter all day and try to dox brave men and women who are diving into the Rio Grande to save people who are drowning, who are taking other people's babies into custody and diapering them and feeding them and looking the other way while people are running across with drugs. That's going on.
Damn. That escalated quickly. So now this exchange was obviously during a gaggle of reporters. I don't know why they call it that. But this was Breakfast Media White House correspondent Andrew Feinberg. And so he basically asked, and I know it was really difficult for you to hear, which countries Donald Trump believes Representatives Anna Presley, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and AOC should go back to, since all four of them are American citizens. And so that prompts her to say, to ask, well, what's your ethnicity? Well, it doesn't matter. It's not relevant. She says, no, it is relevant, and then volunteers her own. Hey, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because we're all American here. We're all Americans. Look, those three of those members of the squad were born in America, and the last one, Ilhan Omar, she's a naturalized citizen. She is an American, just as American as you and I. Maybe even more so. Because she came to this country and she said, you know what I'm going to do? I'll make this place a better place. I'm going to run for office. I'm going to pursue the American dream. And I'm going to make it better for everyone. And unfortunately, that is lost on people like Kellyanne Conway. But here's the thing. His question was completely, perfectly reasonable. If you're telling American citizens to go back to their own country, which is both absurd and racist, then you should be able to tell people what countries you want them to go back to. I mean, Trump said it. A lot of right-wingers say it. They say it all the time, video after video, of telling brown people, black people, etc. Go back to your own country. They tell Native Americans, go back to your own country. As if they don't understand the irony or anything. But this is not a new phenomenon. What's new is that you have an open white nationalist in the White House. That's what's new. Now, Conway's decision, of course, to respond to a reporter's question in this way did not play well on social media. Aramis Kane says this: you always have to admire the sheer balls it takes to go full Nazi in public. On the record, almost. Again, that still reminds me, papers, please. You know, where are your papers? Where are you from? I'm from America, bitch. That's where I'm from. Miss Addertongue says, well, folks, here it is. That's come to armbands. We're not quite there, but getting there. KV Pack, I had a hard time with that, says, I hope his answer was, what is your species? Kevin McCarthy finally says, does she not have any realization that Trump will be gone someday and she'll have nothing to show for the crap she's peddling now? And that is a good question. Best response. You know, sooner or later, Donald Trump's going to be gone. He jokes about being here for 2024, 2028, 2032, 2036, you know, but Donald Trump's going to be gone. He's not going to be in power. And he's literally actually kind of old. So, you know, look, My point, though, in pointing that out is not, of course, to be ageist, but look, to point out that sooner or later, some of these people that defend Trump the most are actually going to be embarrassed for having ever supported Donald Trump. And that, of course, will happen when there's no power, when there's nothing to be gained by defending Donald Trump. And look, you already see it from everybody who's left the administration, almost everybody. I mean, you have so many people that are out there writing books, doing op-eds, and saying, oh, no. So when I was in the White House, when I was in the Trump cabinet, I was the adult in the room. I was the lone voice of reason. I helped stop Donald Trump's worst impulses. Now, that's BS. Our job in the media is to point that out and to make sure that nobody ever forgets who those people really are, who actually, in reality, enabled and supported Donald Trump. One day, Kellyanne Conway, and I'll guarantee you, she's going to come out and say, I was never in favor of these policies. No, I was just doing my job. I was never in favor of Trump and his rhetoric. What are you kidding me? And then, well, if that day happens, we're going to have a lot of video to throw around to prove otherwise. It's just like George W. Bush, by the way, being a war criminal, because that's what he is. Donald Trump will forever be what he is now. A racist, sexist, idiotic, grifting embarrassment to America. That's who he is. And finally, one more tweet here. M.H. Cutler said, if you don't like this country, Kellyanne, maybe you should leave.